Hello, this is Fotinia Evangelidou.
And Georgia Giris.
We would like to welcome you to our video presentation.
This video presentation has been created as a collaborative project for the fourth assignment of MDDE623 Introduction to Mobile Learning, which is an Athabasca University course.
Our project deals with the changing roles of teachers, learners, technology, and context in mobile learning. In this context, we will attempt to reflect on how mobile learning is perceived, demonstrate its necessity based on the benefits from its implementations, and examine potential challenges and solutions for the integration of mobile learning into the Greek educational system.
The presence of mobile learning in education is somehow new, but its implications have influenced instruction both in emerging nations and developed countries. Briefly, mobile learning could be described as the harnessing of online or offline mobile on-the-go technologies through the use of handheld devices for educational purposes.
Defining mobile learning is of crucial importance so that the pedagogical framework and the learning context underpinning its inclusion become clearer. There are plenty of definitions in literature that place emphasis by and large on the great input affordances and mobile technologies of their applications. Ahonen identifies certain attributes regarding the versatility of harnessing mobile devices. Among others, he recognizes that mobile devices support permanent connection, are always carried, are available at creative impulse, and enable augmented reality.
The majority of the definitions mention the potential of mobile technologies to provide social, authentic, personalized, and contingent learning. Also, many scholars refer to learning via mobile devices as the medium to provide scaffolding, seamless, context-aware, and fragmented learning experiences regardless of time and location boundaries.
Indeed, the updating of the existing instruction applied in Greek schools through the integration of the mobile pedagogy complies with the blended learning approaches that conduce to the organic integration of thoughtfully selected and complementary face-to-face and online approaches and technologies, as Garrison and Vaughan point out. Specifically, blending computer-assisted instruction with mobile learning might redound decisively to the upgrading and expanding of the traditional learning methods and maximize the motivation and performance of learners.
Mobile pedagogy enables stakeholders to overcome the lack of communication and experience support in 4 different ways. Cultivate cognitive skills by developing learning material through mobile mediation, assimilating an effective and friendly environment that encourages commitment and boosts self-esteem, and establish systematical support by harnessing administrative and information management systems.
Furthermore, Dr. Paralas redefines the context of blended learning by placing great emphasis on the utilization of mobile technologies beyond the ICT face-to-face mix. The facilitation of M-learning in a blended learning educational environment stresses the adoption of more student-centered practices interwoven with the worldwide revolution of ICT. The elements of the mobile ecosystem can prove to be surprisingly advantageous since they provide ubiquitous access to a myriad of resources and tools. Learners, given the required guidance, are able to personalize and enjoy their unique mobile learning experience. Specifically, mobile technologies enable users to surmount the boundaries of the physical and virtual worlds with all respect to their unique place, time, and context, as well as their interest level of preparedness and objective of learning, as Dr. Palalas pinpoints.
In this sense, the integration of M-learning into the Greek educational system could benefit from the special features of the mobile devices themselves. Particularly, these devices share portability due to their small size and weight. They support social interactivity that favors the exchanging of data and collaboration among learners. Context sensitivity, enabling users to gather their data at their own pace and location. connectivity, since they can be linked to other devices or networks, individuality, providing customizing opportunities.
Mobile learning complies with valid approaches rooted in widely applied learning theories. Keskin and Metcalfe support the application of M-learning, demonstrating its adaptability to different pedagogical theories, such as behaviorism, cognitivism, constructivism, situated learning, problem-based learning, sociocultural theory, collaborative learning, and conversational learning. Pimmer and Patzler, as well, stress the blending nature of M-learning and illustrate that mobile capabilities allow for connections among the creation and sharing of content, learning for and learning at work, individual and social learning, informal and formal learning, and socio-cognitive, cultural, and constructivist perspectives.
However, the integration of information and communication technologies into the Greek educational system is rarely feasible. However, in most cases, teachers are intimidated by the demanding requirements of each subject dictated by the curriculum and opt for conventional and outdated strategies which are likely to drive a wedge between lifelong learning and student engagement. In this context, instructional design research should seek innovative solutions to allow the end user gain higher order competencies and experience mobile edutainment from the special learning features. Exempli gratia from the application of MOL. Crompton maintains that the gradual development of the technological mobile devices alongside with the educational changes over the last 2 decades accentuates the adaptability of the mobile pedagogy and validates its authenticity and appropriateness for the modern educational system.
That is true. However, despite the growing global penetration of mobile devices, there are Greek students without smartphones or other mobile devices in their possession. In such setting, instructors should take into consideration strategies that maintain the inclusion of every learner in the M-learning experience. Strategies for dealing with prohibiting issues of that nature should involve pairing in groups and engaging in STEAM activities, and learning activities that require only basic phone features, for example, text messages or a camera. Alternative instructions for students who do not possess smartphones, and possibly the development of a system for lending out devices.
This lays the groundwork for mobile on-the-go activities, which could probably add to the maximization of the collaboration and interaction among stakeholders. Students can use their devices for the facilitating of several subjects, namely of maths, science, language, and geography. Among others, learners are able to record and time experiments and photograph the apparatus and their results, design models for e-portfolios, share and transfer project material via Bluetooth, receive reminders from their instructors via SMS and emails, create short movies, access digital resources, download and listen to foreign language podcasts, connect remotely to the school learning platform, and use GPS to track locations.
In particular, Kalou and Mohan ran an M-learning research project for improving the mathematical skills of secondary students in the Caribbean. Participants were 60 students attending secondary schools from Trinidad and Tobago. The students were introduced to a mobile application called Mobile Math, aligned with the requirements of the school curriculum. The multimedia and hypertext resources of the applications involve the features of lessons, examples, tutorials, chat, quizzes, and games. The 2/3 of the students demonstrated significant increase in their performance. 65% of the students stated that they have been using the game feature several times a week. So did 79% for the quiz features, and 70% affirmed that they would use the applications in the future.
As for language teaching, the curriculum in Greek primary and secondary education involves the study of several language subjects, namely of modern Greek and ancient Greek, Latin, and English. The mobile-assisted language learning exploits certain mobile technologies, including pocket electronic dictionaries, personal digital assistants, mobile phones, MP3 players, and ultra-tablet PCs. According to Burston and to Myang and Nezarat, the most common proposed implementations of MOL among scholars involve technical specifications, mobile device ownership, pedagogical design, learning theory, user attitudes, motivational effects, institutional infrastructure, and teacher training. Mobile language learning applications provide textual and audiovisual resources that could assist secondary students to enrich their linguistic understanding through the practice of vocabulary learning, grammar learning, listening comprehension, speaking comprehension, and reading comprehension.
Certainly, the small screen size, short memory storage, and battery life might limit the effectiveness of mobile instruction or hinder the inclusion of visually impaired learners. Furthermore, the network speed, permanent connectivity, cost, and infrastructure challenges should be taken into consideration. Designers should also examine issues associated with lack of assessment methods, deficient feedback delivery, shortage of learning community, and supportive interaction and collaboration and suitability of mobile devices. Finally, ethical issues, language barriers, inappropriate use of mobile devices by learners like cheating on tests, security and copyright threats, and the loss of students' concentrations of students. To combat such challenging situations, stakeholders can run mobile learning projects accomplished through the distribution of organizations' provided devices and shared cost-provided devices, or through initiatives such as the Bring Your Own Device.
In any case, instructional designers ought to conduct relevant research and assessment regarding the needs of their target population. The use of mobile devices for educational purposes are likely to meet the needs and acceptance of the Greek students, since a vast amount already experiences social networking and gaming as well through cell phones and tablets. Bridging the gap relies on teacher education. Moreover, teachers, when provided with a learning education, would likely enhance their courses through the implementations of mobile learning. This would improve decisively the so far applied teaching methods and strategies and offer new dimensions to education.
So, the effective implementation of the mobile technologies should be aligned with the reshaping of the existing curricula from a contemporary ID perspective, and teachers ought to gain technologically and pedagogically sound training so that they can equip their students with solid technical and lifelong learning skills.
Now, we would like you to meet Konstantina, a young learner attending the 6th grade of primary school. In the following video, Konstantina is at her home and tries to calculate the latitude and the longitude through the tools of a mobile application called Map Factor GPS Navigation Maps for her assignment in geography. After the video, you may listen to Konstantina reflecting on her experience regarding the textbook-centered classroom-based instruction of geography and her experience utilizing this learning application designed for calculating the geographical coordinates.
I have installed the mobile application called Navigator and downloaded the map of the Greece. I open the application and go to the maps. I can see the point of my house right here. I can also zoom in and zoom out to see the names of the streets. At the bottom of the screen, I can find the geographical coordinates of my house. The latitude is 40 degrees 55 minutes and 30.5 seconds. The longitude is 24 degrees 23 minutes and 5.8 seconds. I'm curious to see the geographical coordinates of my grandmother's house. I will definitely use the app at her home and see the difference.
Hello, Kostadina. How do you find the unit of geography about the coordinate system in your book?
In fact, I believe that the whole subject of geography is very difficult. We are asked to learn lots of things, terminology that includes difficult words. When I first met the unit of the coordinate system, I learned what latitudes and longitude are, and that we use degrees, minutes, and seconds for their calculation. But the maps in book are small, and to be honest, I can't understand how this unit is relevant to my life. The examples of the book are not clear to me. In general, I find my geography book insufficient.
Konstantina, did you like the activity?
Yes, I enjoyed.
Can you explain what did you like the most?
I like the fact that my phone can be a tool for my learning because geography is usually difficult for me.
Do you believe that your mobile phone helps you in your unit with geographical coordinates?
Of course, I have previously learned the theory of geographical coordinates, but I didn't understand what they show in reality. The mobile application helped me see the theory in practice. It was very interesting to see the point of my house in the map, depicted in number.
What else would you like to comment on this activity?
I believe that mobile phones can be very helpful for us because we like to work with technology, especially when we can have it always with us, such as our phones and tablets. I prefer starting with technology because it is attractive and enjoyable. But with this activity I understood on my own better the theory in practice and how this theory is relevant to my life and not just words.
Konstantina, thank you very much for your participation in this activity.
You're welcome. I thank you for the opportunity to experience something so different.
Thank you for watching our presentation.
We hope that you enjoyed it.
We would also like to say a special thanks to our instructor, Dr. Agnieszka Palalas,
for giving us the opportunity to prepare this presentation and share it with you.